Angel, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Brother Sammy.
I love the voice. this is a testament of a tired voice. Wow, wow,
Biggest boss.
wow. But to start with, let me say congratulations to you,
Thank you so much.
to the
Thank you so
whole
much.
team led by Sarkodie and the
Mm.
success team. Yesterday, I saw you. You were so busy running helter skelter up and down. So, oh, Charlie, it'll be easy.
No be easy,
When
boss.
my producer even said he was gonna call you, I asked myself, is the man awake for you to even call him?
I've been sleeping at the venue for 2 days straight. So I brushed my teeth at the venue, everything. So I've been awake. It's cool.
Wow, sleeping at the
Yeah.
venue, brushing your teeth at the venue. Wow, I know. To achieve something, it is no joke. Now, how would you describe the whole event from the walk to the basketball, that is the slam jam, and again to the event, that is the concert proper? There seems to be some feedback, some ton behind you. If you can check that for us, we'll be glad.
Well, I don't know. Is it better?
Yeah, it is okay now.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I just have to. I would just say I think it's just an emotional time to be back and have an appreciation run with, I mean, the core people that we believe has been of great support, immense support for us for over 10 years and more. It's been long overdue. I remember the last time I spoke to you, you said that my people might be lucky to have a concert. I told you lucky is not the word,
Mhm.
but it's just a must that we did what we did, and that's the reason why we couldn't just say, oh, we're coming for a concert and that is it. We had
Mhm.
to engage the people in diverse ways. So we had the health walk. After we had a free screening for people from one of the best hospitals in Tema, and
Okay.
then after we had feeding, we fed a fair number of people from the walk. We refreshed literally everybody from the walk, and if you saw the numbers, it was crazy. Our target were kids in the beginning for the feeding,
Mhm.
but we ended up going beyond that and looking at the masses in general. Afterwards, we had the basketball competition, which was like, if anybody who came from Tema knows, it's like a tradition. The famous basketball court is called the Chinese court in Tema.
Mhm.
And coming up, it was one of the places that we go for to have our rap battles, dance competitions, and everything. So it was emotional. Like, it's like coming back to the things you grew up on. These are like legacies. You understand? Things that people have like emotional connections to. So we went back, had a basketball competition. We moved teams from the Volta region. There was a team from Takrady. There was a team from Cape Coast. There were teams from Tema. There were teams from Accra. And then we had a tournament. I mean,
Mhm.
and after that, we had in between, we had rap battles and all that, and that was like very exciting moment for all of us and the key Tema people as well. And then yeah, we climaxed it all yeah last night with a competition, with a concert, and then we our target was to have a day concert, which we actually achieved because performances started as early as 3 o'clock, and I mean, it ended really late because we had a lot of our friends from the industry showing us so much love and showing the people of Tema a lot of love. So we ended very late. But yeah, all in all, it's been a great moment for us that we've been able to achieve this, especially. And we are happy that the people of Tema were happy and they came out, even after all the backlash, they came out with so much love and everything. So yeah, it's self-fulfilling moment for us.
Hmm. Once again, congratulations to you,
Thank you.
King Sak,
Thank
and I
you.
want to say big ups to Black Nana as well. He was also
Mm,
very busy. Now, some one or two issues that came up on online. Let me also ask some of them.
that's right.
Starting from the health walk, where
Yeah.
some people spotted Sarkodie wearing a Nike shirt, and according to them, they think that if Obide is organizing a health walk and there
Mm,
was a T-shirt designed for the walk, why would
yeah.
the headman put on a different attire? I don't know what the team's response would be.
Okay. So, I mean, I understand you. It's more or less like a formality that when you're having a health walk, yeah, because there are different groups of people who have held major, massive health walks here in Tema. So we brought all of those people together and we produced T-shirts for. We can't produce for everybody, but we produce a large number of T-shirts for the people. Sarkodie had one of his T-shirts too. But the interesting part is on the morning of the event, very close person who we haven't seen in a very long time gifted him the stuff that he was wearing. So I think he just felt like he should just wear that. And I can't explain too much why he didn't wear his t-shirt, but I know that it was a gift, and even in the afternoon what he wore was another gift. So it was just maybe him trying to show the people that I appreciate your gifts. So yeah, let me just wear it.
Oh, I see. That is perfect.
Yeah.
And is this going to be the norm throughout the festival? That is, should we do it again, where we're going to have the concert on Sundays? Because some of us, in fact, as I'm even sitting here, I feel like Sarkodie has punished me because last night I slept around 3 a.m. close from Tema,
I know.
drove to Sotum. I had to wake up like 5 a.m. come back to radio and said, "Oh, for the love of Kinsak and the industry."
I know.
Is it going to be every time on Sundays, or maybe subsequently? It is likely to change.
But I mean, you know that this life is dynamic. As a son, no, as a son, you do stuff, and then you do your analysis afterwards, and then you add up, you massage it, and add up, change things. So definitely, everything that we do is subject to change or subject to a modification of a sort. We chose Sunday initially. The first date that we chose, then the next day, which was the Monday, we chose 23rd September, which was a Sunday too. But the next day was a holiday, but we couldn't achieve that. But then the Sunday was key to us because we wanted a day show. You know how Sundays are. They are calm, lazy days. People go to the beach and cool. We were trying to achieve that afternoon jam. Like jam, start on stage by 5. We have a jam. Maybe probably by 7, 8, we're done. You understand? But we couldn't achieve that. Though the show started, it actually started at 3 regardless, but we couldn't still achieve that. But yeah, everything that we do is subject to change. We're hoping that this becomes an annual thing that we do, not necessarily just Sarkodie, but the bigger picture is that this is Tema. So probably every year probably next year we have an R2Bs hosting it because there's still giant brands from Tema. Probably the next year after we have a Kwesiata host it, but all powered by Success regardless. Maybe the next year after we have Donzi hosting. These are things that we are looking at. So yeah, I mean, we will definitely modify it and make it better, a better experience. Sarkodie's closing remarks was you definitely want to come back and do even bigger. So yeah, we'll look at that.
Great idea. I like the idea that different artists are likely to host it.
Yes.
Now, did you guys go for all the military men and policemen in Tema for the event? Because almost every yard you go, you meet either a military man or a policeman, and they were on point. How did you guys achieve that?
Okay, so I mean, a big shout to we put stuff in place. We definitely wrote formalities. We wrote to the police. We wrote to everybody. But we went to see the Tema mayor, who made us come into one of the meetings. One of the meetings, I think MESEC, it was the heads of all the security agencies in Tema. They had a meeting that the mayor invited us to. So, I mean, they were willing to support. So they also threw in a lot of men. It was key for us to heavily pack the place with security. Already the street security is security for Tema people because we respect the street security. The streets are the streets. They worship the street here. They are the kings of the street. When they come out, it's a different ball game. But we still had to have a lot of security. But even after all the security, the military and the policemen, there were still casualties. There were still phone snatchings and stuff. But I mean, all of these things happened. We did the most we could. But then I was just hearing that 37 people were arrested or something because they were snatching phones and stuff.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, these are things that might be a little beyond us. But in our little capacity, we tried as much as possible to heavily guard the place, especially for the artists who were coming to show. So I don't know if you had the chance to be in our artist tent.
Yeah, I was there.
So we tried as much as possible to show, because these our brothers came out to show us nothing but love. They didn't charge us nothing. They came to wait for so long. So all we could do was give them like a proper lounge experience. So we invested a lot of money into the artist tent, make sure there were video games to keep them while they're waiting. We put direct sound in there for them. We put a lot of food, a lot of free drinks for them so they could be comfortable. And that's all that we could do.
It was a good experience in there. I was
Mm,
there. Now,
mm.
in terms of support
Yes.
from corporate bodies and all that,
Yeah.
how were you guys able to do it? Because initially, I even heard some rumors like Po Keke was going to sponsor this event. But
Mm,
unfortunately, when I came there yesterday, I never saw any image of Po Keke there. What it means that they
mm.
were missing in action. How did you guys achieve that?
Um, but I mean, as usual, you're an industry person. I need not even say anything. I think one of the most difficult parts of putting a concert or an event together is getting sponsorship. I must say we were fortunate to get a few people come on board to support our big shouts to Bedway that came to support us. SE Mobile that Sarkodie as an influencer also, whether they like it or not, they had to be a part of it. And a few other people and I must mention that Pokeke also gave us a lot of support. So if you came to the artist tent, they had their own cocktail space. They had their own decisions as to what they wanted to do. So um, they had their own cocktail space to refresh the artists and all that. We had a fair number of Guinness Ghana came to support us. Sometimes when you see, I was telling the brands that because when they give you a little support, they want to come and show up with like 30 telescopics. They want their visibility here and there and there. But that gives off a signal that these people have gotten a lot of money. But the funny part is, if I mention the figures that some of these brands have been put in there, you would not even understand why they should have telescopic. But whether or not things have to happen, you understand. And when even somebody gives you a CD, the best you can do is let the person feel the worth of that CD
That's
and
true.
more, so that the next time the person can say, no, these people showed me beyond love, so let me come through for them. So yeah, we had a fair level of support from corporate Ghana, a few brands, like I said, Betway, SC Mobile, Guinness Ghana, Guinness Smooth, ABC, um, and I mean a lot of people too donated stuff. There were a lot of donors that did stuff for us as well.
I see. Now, let me also find out how you guys got all artists there, including some people we did not even expect. Especially, I thought Stoneboy was not well, but before I knew he was on the stage, what was the
Yeah.
agreement with them? What did you tell them?
so, so I think Sarkodie is that one artist that tries as much as possible to manage his relationship and keep the respect with all the other artists, whether you are the biggest or the smallest or whatever. He tries as much as possible to keep a very fair level of respect and good vibe with every artist. Now, the thing is, what happens with all of these things, especially with artists, I mean, when you help me, I help you. It's literally that. So I mean, when we reach out to every artist, Stoneball was actually the first person. I just said, Rasta, what you say, Charlie, make you can't help me make it wasn't even start calling Stoneball, it was just me. And as they come help me make we bless my Tema people, he say I did there, it'd be cool. And it was done, and that was it. I mean, and even through his accident and everything, he reached out to me. He said he was still gonna come. You understand me? So all the artists were like over willing, and it even became a burden because they see how much it started becoming frustrating. But they still held their cool and came through for us. You saw at a point we were rushing the artists through their performances because of the time factor.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody flipped, nobody did anything. All they gave us was a lot of love. So I think it's just keeping a very good vibe with all the other artists, and definitely when there are like next artist who calls us that but doing like Edem, for example, we're going to Kita with Edem next weekend to show his people also love because he's having a concert in Kita, and that's just what it is. It is rub my back, I rub yours. So I think it's just you maintain a good vibe and you have a lot of good energy from the other artists, and we were happy. So many artists, we even had to say, "I can't do you. I beg, oh boss, we for do." We had a lot of issues because we confirmed over 70 plus artists.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we did not see Godfather there, Obrafour. Did you not invite him?
Okay. So we with our Obrafour situation, right? We actually it was me that put everything together. I honestly didn't want to stress Obrafour. I felt like we keep the Sarkodie Obrafour performance out of the people till Obrafour's concert, and then that is new energy. So I felt like when we do this free show, people who already see videos and stuff, and I feel like probably might be. So when we go on a Obrafour stage, that their connection will be like a fresh thing because after like last 2 years Rapaholic, they haven't been together. So that would be like a good thing. His Taifa concert, we weren't in town. We would have definitely gone there to show him love, but we weren't in town. But yeah, we're there for Obrafour's 9th of November concert, which we are really happy about because everybody around my age and Sarkodie's age, that generation, we all grew up on Obrafour's music. So it's not because of any personal situation or anything. And mind you, the Obrafour documentary that we were so much backlashed about. We definitely made time to shoot his documentary for him that people might not even know. You understand me? But yeah, that is just respect for the big man. And sometimes you do things and immediately people have their judgments. But trust me, beyond all of that, all we have for Obrafour is true respect, love, and and every artist in general. And I know you might possibly ask me, we did not see somebody else in your next question, but Sanet, yeah, I've explained it.
Do you want to answer?
No, I mean,
Angel, did you invite Shatawali? Angel, in fact, I didn't want to ask. As a matter of fact, this one I want to swear, I didn't want to ask.
Basami, please, I can't hear you. Please, you said.
Did you invite Shatawali?
Please, you said.
I know it's one of those things. But what would be your estimated number of the audience or the fans who came?
Hey, this is my best question, this is because I always tell my friends, like every time after a show you see bloggers and things said at Brad Sammy's just ended concert that saw over 70,000 people and I don't know how they counted. Brad Sammy, I honestly can't tell, man. I honestly can't tell, but all I can say is there was so many people and I was overwhelmed. I shed tears at some point because seeing all of these people gather because of when you were sitting in your little room trying to put this together and you felt like, how can I achieve this and have it to be so great, and you see it happen in reality. Definitely, I mean, there were a lot of people. I just can't say that there were 70,000 plus. I can't say it. I mean, I can't be one of them.
No, but I want to say that this is a crowd that the politician will always envy.
Definitely.
They always want this kind of crowd to do their things. And I'm sure next year they will be coming to Sarkodie for them to give them such a crowd. So when they come, we talk figures. No two ways about that. And so let me give you some time to go rest. But then I want to say congratulations to King Sarkodie. This is what the fans needed, and they have also shown us that really they have been waiting for it over the past years, and now they have it. It is going to be continuous. We pray that he gets the energy, the support to always do it anytime. But then when you meet Black Nana, tell him that I like him. I like him so much henceforth. In fact, he's my best friend now.
Okay. I'll tell you. But I mean, let me also just quickly, because we are speaking, let me take advantage of your platform and say that we are very, very grateful to everybody that showed us any form of support in any way. As I speak to you, I have boys from Accra who slept in Tema carrying barricades on the field right now. These are Sac Nation people. They are super amazing people, and I don't even know how God brought these people into our lives, but I have no idea. These people give us so much love. Thanks you to everybody that showed us any form of love. Brother, I mean, you came through, you had work this morning, you were there till 3 a.m. Thank you to all the media people who were struggling in the corner there but still wanted to take footages and show the love they could give us. The brands, to BTL Africa that helped us in production as well, to Big Ideas that came through for us, Radio 7, all of the people that Tema Mayor, the MPs, we're happy and we're grateful to every single person, all the artists that came through to show us love too. We're also really, really grateful. I must say that when I'm in my element, my energy is different. I know I might possibly have offended a lot of people yesterday, because when I throw everybody out, I throw you out regard. There are people that I was eating with in the afternoon and I still closed my eyes and threw them out of the backstage. But yeah, it counts for the job. If you have any idea how it goes, it counts with the job. You just needed to keep the standard, and that's all I did. So if I offended anybody yesterday, I'm rendering straight apology. Let's keep the vibe. No enmity. We're still keeping the vibe. And thank you so much, Brother Sammy.
Any day. Thank you so much, Angel Town, for talking to us.
All right.
And congrats once again.